Hello everyone, welcome to the Strategy Meeples YouTube channel. Today I want to play a game against Scotland. Let's see. Let's just do river into Scotland and see how it goes. Not Prussia, Scotland. Level 6. I'm actually gonna pick a board for this matchup. I'm gonna go with board A, which is one of River's stronger boards. Let's start the game. Not loaded any nature incarnate content for this game. I also recently learned this adversary. I don't have a lot of experience playing with Scotland, but I saw some really useful videos by some other Spirit Island content creators on YouTube, and I looked through the Spirit panel, the adversary panel, so it makes sense. So let's get into it. For river, I think you start in the highest numbered wetlands. Is that it? In the highest numbered wetlands. Oh, and we are playing travel river, so let's bring that out here. Sunshine we don't need. So travel river says after growth we can move 2 Dahan among our lands, and wherever we have 4 Dahan, those lands are considered sacred sites. Okay, so Scotland 6. Okay. 2 cities on the coast. Loss condition is in a solo game, if all 3 lands have cities, we lose instantly. And then after exploring in coastal lands, we explore a town instead of an explorer. And coastal land cards does this maximum of 2 times per board. Whenever we build in coastal lands, the build cards will affect lands without invaders as long as there is an adjacent city. And then after a ravage action adds blight to a coastal land, we get to add a blight in the ocean too. And the ocean is treated as a coastal wetland for this rule. And finally, after ravage, add a town to each inland land that matches a ravage card and is within range 1 of town or city. Okay, starting explorer is mountain. So that Scotland level 1 trading port, it's after setup. So this first explorer is still part of the setup, so we don't do that just yet. It's going to build a town here. It's going to build a town here. Okay. Just do the standard opening with river. So we can play river's bounty and wash away. How do we want to do this? Group both these Dahan into land number 1. And push this guy out. Push this guy out. Could bring out these Dahan too. I want to make one of these lands a sacred site. So in that case, let's get this Dahan in the sands. Why do I have that over there? So it's saying push up to 3 towns or explorers. 3 explorers or towns. Could counter attack there actually. So it'd give me defend 1. So okay. So I'm going to shuttle these 2 Dahan into land number 1. And then that is it. We will leave it at that. Okay, so gain energy, pay for them. No fast powers. Okay. Go to invader phase. First event is skipped. Build in the mountains. What does it say? In coastal land, build cards affect lands without invaders. So nothing happens right now. Okay, let's look at the next explore. wetlands, so it explores a town on the coast. Okay. I'm going to ravage in the mountains, so I am going to do River's Bounty. So gather up to 2 Dahan. So I'm going to gather these 2 Dahan. So now since there are at least 2 Dahan, we add another Dahan and then we gain an energy. And then wash away, and we also have our innate. So by the way, since there are like 4 Dahan now, so this turns into a sacred site. Okay, do we just let this land blight? Scotland 6, it's going to add a town to each inland land that matches a ravage card and is within 1 range of town or city. Okay, let's do our innate massive flooding level 1. I am going to push this guy out. We have a defend 1 here. And then we will do our wash away, push up to 3 explorers or towns. Just gonna push these 3 guys over here. Okay, that is fine. We can snipe this guy with the flash floods. Time passes. This turn we do G2, bottom. We play both of these cards. Then we get to reclaim a card. So I'm going to reclaim. We actually cannot reclaim wash away because we don't have the energy to play it. It costs 1, whereas both the cards I played also cost 2, and we only have 0 energy left. So I'm going to reclaim River's Bounty and play that. These 2 Dahan. Where do we want to put these 2? I think we can go like this, so that we can shuttle these Dahan around if needed. Yeah, that's fine. Let's shuttle these 2 Dahan into my land number 5, and there's a reason I want to do that. Yeah, there's a reason I want to do that. I want to make this a sacred site too. Or I could just make it a sacred site. I put my presence up to 1 away and then up to 1 away. So we went here and here. Yeah, that's okay. Let's put these Dahan there with our travel river. I'll do flash floods, 1 damage. Sniping off that single explorer. Boon of Vigor gives us an energy. And then Travel River gives us defend 1 in this land. So if we have 4 or more Dahan, our lands with 4 or more Dahan are considered sacred sites and have defend 1. Okay. Alright, that looks good to me. This is a slow. Pay for it. We already did the fast phase. Let's do the invader phase. No blighted island. Event. Years of little rain. Okay, that is really strong for us because it's a free proliferation. We could just do the top, or we could just decide to proliferate here. I don't know. I think next turn we basically reclaim. So we have 1, 2, 3 water. I'll just proliferate. So we'll do the bottom 4 energy per player aided by water. So we have 3 water already right here. We need 4. So we can just pay that 1 energy for it. So now we have 4 water. and each spirit may add one presence to one of their lands with the Han. So I was gonna make this a sacred site, so that works out. Wondering if I go bottom track. If I do end up going bottom track, then I will have 1, 2 energy, and then I will still need to play. I will basically get massive flooding at turn early. Is that it? Okay, we'll just go bottom track. Is that so? Because if I reclaim, I have 4 card plays. Do I have 3 energy though? 2. Now I will have 1, 2. I have 2 energy, but I need more energy. Won't be able to play Wash Away. Wonder if I just go top track for the extra energy. We'll just go top track here. Let's do it like that. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, each piece deals 2 damage. Destroy any tokens that destroy towns or cities. So this is gone. During Ravage, in each land defend 1 per Dahan. Doesn't matter. No fear. Ravage in the mountains. Nothing happens. Build in the wetlands. So in coastal lands, build card effects lands without invaders as long as there is an adjacent city. So this disease goes away. And we have an escalation. Oh, by the way, after Ravage, yeah, we have to do this for Scotland 6. After the Ravage step, add 1 town to each inland land that matches a Ravage card and is within range 1 of a town or city. So we have to add a town to land number 6. Scotland 6, just making sure I don't forget that. And then explore with an escalation. So we have to do it before exploring. On the single board with the most coastal towns or cities, add a town to the end lands with the fewest towns. So we basically have to add a town to 1 land without towns. How did we end up with the town in 2? Oh, it built. Wait, did it build? I think I might have pushed it from. Oh, explore added a town. Okay, so we have to add a town to a land with the fewest towns. Can just add it to land number 5 and it should deal with it during Ravage, I think. We'll get our defend 1 there. Okay. So we did our escalation. Let's explore Sands. Sands Explore is fine, I think, because it's not the coast, so we don't get to add any more towns. Okay. Reverse bounties, I'm gathering 2 Dahan. In this case, I'm only going to gather 1 Dahan so that this sacred site remains. You basically get to add another Dahan and gain an energy. And this would be a sacred site even if I had 1 presence, but I've already put another presence with Years of Little Rain. Okay. And then we have our massive flooding over here. So we have level 2, so range 1 away from sacred site, 2 damage, and then we can push 3 towns or explores. Wanted to stop this build. This is defended, that is fine. This will ravage and cascade into the ocean. And Sands wetlands will ravage, so I have to add a town to this wetland again. Two damage, push up to 3 towns or explores. I could do that 2 damage over here. Push up to 2 towns or explores, push that into the mountain there. Push up to 3 towns or 3 explorers or towns. Just go with that option. See how it plays out. Time passes. We are going to reclaim this turn. Oh, I forgot that reclaim gives us an energy too. So we technically could have hit massive flooding this turn. Would have been not needed actually. Oh man, I should have gone bottom. I forgot that reclaim gave us an energy too. It's fine. So we reclaimed, gain an energy, gain regular energy, and that gives us a power card too, so gain a minor. What that means though, it basically allows us to should I just do flash floods? Take out one of these. Basically we have 2 sun, 3 sun. So we have to play wash away, so that is water and earth. We have water, we need 4 water, 1, 2, 3, 4. And we need 1 earth. We do not have that. Basically need a water and earth to pull it off. Could play Rouse the Trees and Stones actually. Song of Sanctity. That one does it too for us. Target land cannot have blight. 2 damage and push and explore. Actually gonna go with this. Gonna play this. G2, so we will have 2 plus 1, 3 energy. 2 plus 1 is 3. Just check something. Do we need to play this though then? Don't think we need to. We could have gotten away with Scream Disease into the wind. Let's just do that. That's fine. Okay. So I have a permanent defend 1 there because I have 4 Dahan and a sacred site in that land. And then with Travel River, I'm also going to shuffle these 2 Dahan into... Where do we move it? We actually just move it here. Let's have it spread out a little. Actually, I'm just going to leave it to keep the sacred site for now. We'll see. Okay, we pay for it. Let's see what happens. So fast power phase, so flash floods, 1 damage. Destroy this. And then this is slow. We do not trigger RN8. Blighted Island, nothing happens. Event. Healthy Island. Push 1 explorer to an adjacent land without invaders. In each land with at least 2. So I don't think we have any. Okay, so distant hunt on each port, push 1 beast to an adjacent land with no blight. It deals 1 damage there. Okay, push a beast to an adjacent land with no blight. It deals 1 damage there. Bottom says during ravage in each land defend 1 per Dahan in that land. So this becomes a defend 5. No fear card ravage in the wetland, so this is gone. And we add a blight here. And with Scotland 5 we also add a blight to the ocean. So this land is becoming a problem, so we'll have to deal with it soon. And then we build in this. Okay, so after ravage, where is that? Add a town to each inland land that matches a ravage card. So we have to add a town to land number 5 again. Build in the sand, so this doesn't build. And we build a town over here. Okay. See what the next explorer is. Next explorer is mountains with an escalation. So on the single board with the most coastal towns or cities, add a town to the land with the fewest towns. Add a town to the land with the fewest towns. So just gonna add that town in this jungle. Stern wheel do massive flooding, clearing it out. Don't wanna add it in 4, don't wanna add it in 8. Actually, we could just add it in 1 instead. Why not in 1? Let's add it. Okay, I guess we don't want to add it in 1 because it's already exploring towns in 1. Okay, we'll just keep it on 3. And then we explore in the mountains. On the coast we explore a town. Here we explore a single explorer. That should be all of it, I think. Rouse the trees and stones, 2 damage, push and explore. So we will push this guy over here and do 2 damage. Range 1 away from a sacred site. Okay. Problem is both these lands are building cities now. Wonder if we do that instead over here on land number 1. That's okay. Start taking away at this. It's gonna build a coastal city here though. It's gonna make the game close. Flash floods there instead. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Okay, so we are in the slow. We have no slow powers. Time passes. Going to reclaim. Flash floods. Do G2. Go bottom bottom. Gain energy. We have 3 energy. Just enough to play all these cards. Hit max level. Massive flooding. And this. Uh-oh, what happened here? It was like this. Okay, so these 2 presents, let's see. Just go presents, make that a sacred site and put a presence over here. Innate actually. Do we want to move any Dahan around? Sands are ravaging, mountains are building. I think we are fine. If I move to... Okay, we won't move any. Fast power phase, flash floods. Do Boon of Vigor, gain an energy. Do flash floods, 1 damage if target is coastal, plus 1 damage. If we let it build a coastal city, then we will have a problem. Really want to start clearing out this land though, so I'm going to do 2 damage with flash floods. Hope for a defend next turn. That is it. Invader phase, let's look at the event. Stage 1 and it's actually stage 3. Build in a land with invaders not matching a build card. Build in a land with invaders. Build in a land with invaders not matching a build card. Build in a land with invaders not matching a build card. So anything other than jungle I have to build. I mean anything other than mountain I have to build. Don't want to add another coastal city here. I have to do it in 5. Man, we would have instantly lost the game actually if I did not have invaders in this, because no other land would have had any invaders. I would have been forced to build in 3. Oh, actually it says build in a land with invaders not matching a build card. So I'm actually not going to build a city here, sorry. I am just going to build a town in land number 2, because that's where we are going to do massive flooding. It doesn't match the build card, which is mountain. Okay. In a land with disease or strife, invaders skip ravage action, so we do not have any such lands. Choose a land with towns and Dahan, push 1 town per 2 Dahan there. That is really good. Choose a land with towns. Choose a land with towns and Dahan. Push 1 town per 2 Dahan there. So I'm going to push this town out. Really good for us. Push 1 town per 2 Dahan there, okay. Level 1 fear, replace a town with an explorer on each board. Replace 1 town with an explorer. I'm actually going to do it over here. So now it won't Scotland 6 into land number 7. Okay, so Ravage in the sands, nothing happens. Then we Scotland 6, add a town to each inland land that matches a Ravage card and is within range 1 of town or city. So we dodged Scotland 6 and land number 7. Build in the mountains, so it's empty but it'll still build with this Scotland condition. I think that is Scotland 3. So we add a town there because it's adjacent to a city. Okay, and then explore stage 3, sands and wetlands. So on coast we add a town and sands and wetlands. I'm actually really happy that I decided to massive flooding this land. Next card I believe should be the coastal card. Okay, let's see how we want to do it. Where do we want to wash away? So this I can take care of in the Ravage. It's going to build in 2 and 3. So there won't be an adjacent city, but it will make a city here, so that will give an adjacent city. So let's use wash away, push up to 3 explorers or towns. So I'm going to use it to push these 2 guys. Well, don't push the blight, push these 2 guys here. Explorer, let's bring it here. Okay, then use a reverse bounty and we'll just add a Dahan there and gain energy. And then we'll do massive flooding, 2 damage to each invader, 1 range from a sacred site, so that destroys everything in that land. Okay, that was our slow. Time passes. Let us reclaim, gain an energy, gain energy. This should be cleared in the Ravage. Then we are adding 2 more towns. I can do massive flooding here. Let's just go for a minor. Target land is jungle or sands. Okay. 2 fear the next time an invader is destroyed in target land this turn, 1 fear. I'm actually just going to go with jungle or renewing rain, I think. This gives us a little more flexibility. Actually, yeah, we'll just go with that. To build in sands and wetlands. Okay. Play flash floods. We could play that to destroy this. Or snipe this. I think this 2 fear would come in handy. I mean 2 damage and this slow. To just take out a town from the coast. Wash away is always good. What if I do Boon of Vigor and renewing rain? What am I missing? I'm missing a sun. Is that the right card for me to pick? Let me just see. Three fear. Just keep renewing rain. It's okay. Pay for these. A 5 card plays this turn. Boon of Vigor gives us an energy. Flash Floods 1 damage, and if target land is coastal, then +1 damage. Good massive flooding in 3. That's interesting. Let the build through here. So up to 2 coastal lands have to explore a town. I could just explore into 1 and 3. Need these Dahan there though. Massive flooding here. If I put a town there and a town here and an explore here. Massive flooding into here. Should die in the ravage. Massive flooding 6-2 though. Let's me snipe this guy actually. Stop that build. Okay, invader phase. Let's look at the event. Sphere terror level 1 or 2 and land with exactly 1 Dahan. Cultural ASIM. So there's no land with exactly 1 Dahan. Each beast deals 2 damage. Remove any tokens that destroy towns or cities. Okay, I like that. It's 2 damage. Destroy any tokens that remove towns or cities. On each board, choose a land with at least 2 Dahan and at least 2 towns or cities. Each Dahan destroys 1 town or city. Add a blight. It doesn't affect us. At least 2 Dahan and at least 2 towns or cities. Oh, by the way, this is defend 1 because we have 4 Dahan and a sacred site. Fear card, terror level 1. Each player removes 1 explorer or town from a land with beast. We have no such lands. Each player adds a strife in a land with presence. Oh man, I should have maybe put my presence there. I don't know. Adds a strife in a land with presence. I'm actually going to choose to add the strife in this land. Oh no, actually now I can massive flooding 6 instead. So let me add a strife there. But then it's going to add another town and a town. Can shuttle to the Han there. I think that is fine. Build a coastal city then though. Just gonna add it over here. It seems silly, but I'm gonna do that. Okay, ravage in the mountains. Take a blight. And we flip the blight card. What does it say? Ongoing, starting next turn, invaders and the Han have -1 health. The land takes blight on 1 less damage, normally 1. When you add a blight, it destroys all presence or beast in that land and 1 presence total in an adjacent land. That is not good, but that's fine. We'll keep track of it. Okay, and that happened. And then we do Scotland 6. Add a town to each inland land that matches the Ravage card and is within one range of town or city. That is this one. Okay, let's do the explore. Now we need to do the build. Sands and wetlands. So this guy builds a town. Sands do not build anything. This wetland doesn't build because it's not adjacent to a city. Okay, and explore. This one should be a coast. So we have to add 2 towns. Okay, I'm gonna add a town. Add a town here and here. Add an explorer there. Okay. Slow phase. So let's do that. Arouse the trees and stones. So 2 damage and push an explorer. Range is 1 away from sacred site. So 2 damage. We push this explorer into this mountain over here. Let's ravage. We have wash away river's bounty. Where do we want to do wash away? Question is, do we wanna? Yeah, I'm gonna wash away here. So push that into land number 3. And then I'm gonna use massive flooding in land number 3. I have a sacred site, so 2 damage to each town or explorer. And then the river's bounty. Gather up to 2 Dhahan. So I'm just gonna add a Dhahan here. Gain an energy. Time passes. You're just massive flooding here and win the game. Is that it? Sands and wetlands are going to build. And this will be cleared out in the Ravage. Coastal lands will build. But they won't build without invaders. Okay. So we just reclaim here, I believe. Gain an energy. Gain energy. I think we just loop this, I believe. Boon of Vigor. This one for good measure. And then we can just actually we don't really need renewing rain, but we have to keep in mind this, which says invaders and Dhahan have -1 health. The land takes blight on 1 less damage, normally 1. When you add a blight, it destroys all. It ravages sands or wetlands. So we will have to Sweden 6 into. Would we have to Sweden 6 there? We want Sweden 6 here. It'll Sweden 6 here and 5. But I'll do 7 first, so it wants Sweden 6 into 7, but we'll Sweden 6 into 5. We can push that out. Massive flooding here. This we can clear out in the fast. Okay. Let's gain a major just for the sake of it. Really don't need a major here just for the sake of it. I am just going to pick a major and forget it. It's silly. Didn't get anything I liked. Pay for these. Fast power phase, boon of vigor, gain an energy, flash floods. Can do 1 damage if target land is coastal plus 1 damage. Actually that just solves our problem kind of. Just do 2 damage here. And then problem is we kind of want that build to happen. We won't have enough fear if that doesn't go through. So let me actually pick this major. Never mind that. I need that fear. Just need something with fear. Okay. Yeah, we need like a good chunk of fear. Actually 5 fear. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 I believe. We'll see. Okay, so I am not going to do flash floods. I'm just gonna do it here. Or yeah, sure, let's do it here. Sands or wetlands build. Mountain will build. Okay, that's fine. Anything else is slow. Invader phase. This is defend 1 by the way. Just because it's in a land with sacred side and 4 the Han or more. Okay, let's see the event. It's terror level 1. You may for each board discard the top miner. If it is fast, add a blight to a land with towns or cities, and 4 cost per energy aided by moon, 1 fear per player. On each board, add a beast to a land with towns or cities. I think we just do that. What is the card we discarded? Yeah, we'll pay for it. So 4 energy per player aided by moon. So I'll pay 2 energy. And then do I have any moons in play? No, so I'll pay 2 energy. I will discard this card. And that gives me 1 fear. And then it says on each board add a beast to a land with towns or cities. So we get to add a beast to this land number 6. Okay, that was the event. Oh, the bottom part. On half the boards rounding up, add a disease to a land with both the Han and invaders. Add a disease to a land with both the Han and invaders. Do 2 damage to the Han there. Add it here. Do 2 damage to the Han. Spirit with at least 2 the Han gains 1 energy. So sure, 1 more energy. Fear card number 1. Each player removes 1 explorer from a land with the Han. Okay, we remove that. Each player removes 1 explorer from a coastal land. Oh man. Removes 1 explorer from a coastal land. I wanted that to build. Okay. Okay, sands and wetland. I wonder if this is optional, if I can treat it as optional. Never mind. Sands and wetlands ravage. This is gone. Build in the coast. Nothing builds because build cards affect lands without invaders so there is no adjacent city. And then after Scotland 6 we need to add a town to an inland land within range 1. So in this case this isn't within range 1, this isn't within range 1, this is, so we add a town there to each inland land that matches a ravage card. Okay, and then Let's see the next explore is wetland. So we put it down there, explore there. Oh, and basically we need to do our Scotland escalation. So it happens before exploring. So I should have done it before exploring, but that's fine. So I'll just do it in land number 1. Okay, I think we just win the game here. I think I did all the steps for that. Okay. This was from Scotland escalation. This was from... No, this was from the Scotland 6. And then this was from Scotland escalation. Okay. So let's do our wash away. Push up to 3 explorers or towns. Let's push these 3 guys over there. Let's massive flooding that land. So all of this dies. Let us rouse the trees and stones. 2 damage in a land without blight. Push 1 explorer. 2 damage in a land without blight. So we will do that over here. And then River's Bounty gives us an energy and lets us get another Dahan. Did I gain the energy? Probably. And time passes, and all I need to do this turn is I'm gonna do G2. Why not? Completely empty board. I'm just gonna put both the presents in this wetland, making it a sacred site. I have that reclaim 1 on my tracks, so I'm going to use that to reclaim flash floods. And I'm gonna play that card, gain energy, pay for it. Fast power phase. So target land is coastal, I get to do 2 damage. That should be game. So yeah, that was a nice win against Scotland 6 with River Surges and Sunlight. It's ended up with a completely clean board. We did go blighted, but I don't know if there was a way we could have any way we could have avoided that. But yeah, it was nice, fun game. If you like this video, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.